New at 6 today, a federal judge rejected an attempt to block Washington's new law banning the sale of assault weapons. The Washington State Attorney General's office says the judge rejected a request to temporarily block House Bill 1240 while legal challenges continue. The new law went into effect after Governor Jay Inslee signed it on April 25th. The law bans the sale, manufacture, and import of assault weapons in the state, with the exceptions for law enforcement and the military. The law does not ban the possession of assault weapons. Two other challenges to this bill are pending.